It's a perfect summer night out here. The air is warm and the crickets are going nuts and the skies are absolutely clear, but there's one problem with summer astrophotography, and that is the waiting game. Right now it's pitch black, but the Milky Way core won't blaze over the horizon for another at least 3 hours. Usually this is dead time where we're sitting around waiting for the Earth to rotate, but tonight we're going to stop waiting. I've got something in my pocket that turns this gap into the most productive part of your night. This tiny unit can capture jaw-dropping photos before the main show even begins. I'm Matt Clark and you're watching Nightscape Odyssey. Now, just a full disclosure, DWARFLABs did gift me this Dwarf Mini to test out on my channel, but you guys know how I operate. I'm not interested in reading spec sheets. I'm out here in the field to answer one specific question. Does this actually work as a genuine sidekick for your nightscapes? We're going to see if we can pull a legitimate dark sky image without the technical stress. If it removes the friction of the setup, it might just be the ultimate way to fill the gaps while we're waiting for the galaxy to rise. So let's talk about the gap. At this time of the year, especially down under, we have a massive window of darkness before the core actually rises. We're talking 3, maybe 4 hours of solid dark sky that usually goes wasted because setting up a complex rig for that window just feels like so much effort. That's where this little guy shines. The philosophy here is purely about being frictionless. It justifies shooting during the downtime because it requires zero effort to deploy. It allows us to chase deep sky targets, nebulas and galaxies that fill the hours, keeping you creating instead of just sitting there. Now this is the part that generally blew my mind. If you've ever tried to do deep space astrophotography in the southern hemisphere, you know the absolute nightmare of finding Sigma Octantis to polar align. It's basically invisible, but with the Dwarf Mini, you can forget all of that. There is no polar alignment. You can literally screw it onto your tripod, turn it on and hit the star map and calibrate in the app. It takes a few pictures of the sky, it plate solves to figure out where it is, and boom, you're tracking. I'm ready to shoot in 90 seconds. That is totally worth every second of sleep you lose when you're coming out here. And if you're into practical astrophotography, honest field tests and making the most of your time under the dark skies, please consider subscribing to the channel. So the unit is now live. Where do you go? The app essentially acts as a planetarium. Since we've got Aussie summer skies putting on a show tonight, I'm going to search for the Great Carina Nebula. I just tap go and the unit physically slews to the target. There's no manual hunting, no star hopping, and once it centers the target, we hit the shutter, and now this is where the magic begins. It happens during live stacking, and instead of long exposures, it takes 10 to 15 second exposures and stacks them on top of each other right here on the screen. It rejects the bad frames, keeps the good ones, and you get that instant gratification in seeing that invisible appear in real time. I'll show you some of the images I captured with the Dwarf Mini shortly. Look at that. While I'm sitting here enjoying the warm air, the image is just getting cleaner and brighter. We're about 15 minutes into an exposure and the detail and the dust lanes is already starting to pop. Is this going to replace a massive observatory class telescope? Well, no. What it is a device that does exactly what it promises. You pull up, you tap a target, and 90 seconds later, it's capturing deep sky data while you get on with your night. No setup headaches, no polar alignment, no stress. For what it's designed to do, it delivers. But did I capture a stunning deep sky image while waiting for the core to rise with zero stress? Absolutely I did. It effectively deletes the setup friction and turns the waiting game into a bonus round. The season is changing and the skies are opening up, so having a tool that maximises your time under the stars is a massive win in my book. I've dropped a link below. If you want to check out the current pricing on the Dwarf Mini, use that link, and it also helps the channel out and keeps me coming out to these dark sky sites. And I also want to know, what is the first target you'd shoot with a portable rig like the Dwarf Mini? Drop me a comment below. I read and answer every single one. I'm Matt Clark. This is Nightscape Odyssey, and your jaw-dropping photo is awaiting you, and I'll see you in the next video.